the steel industry was gone, we would be in dire straits. It would be over.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
First off, we all have to realize just how important steel is. I mean, we don't have $1 of GDP that happens in this economy without steel. It is probably the single most important thread that stitches this country together. So people will say, well, I'm a lawyer. I don't use steel. Well, where's the office you're in? You wouldn't have an office building without steel. You wouldn't drive to work without steel. You wouldn't get your food without steel. You wouldn't have a client because they probably use steel. It's everywhere. We're in this building built with steel. This food was processed with steel. We got here with steel. It touches everything. Well, I work for Facebook. Well, you don't have a data center without steel. So it's everywhere. It is one of the single most, if not the single most important asset we could have, industry we could have in this country. So to think that this industry was being pummeled and torn apart by foreign companies dumping their steel here and taking our jobs and trying to gain our currency, it was a strategic effort. I mean, the Chinese are trying to destroy our industries because it weakens us. And the steel industry couldn't go that route. So, imagine, we've been woken up, I guess, by this pandemic that our supply chain is broken. And we see it. Everybody was up in arms about masks and gloves. I'd like to see everybody up in arms when you couldn't build a hospital, or you couldn't build a school, or you couldn't move oil or gas to your cars. I mean, if the steel industry was gone, we would be in dire straits. It would be over. So we have to protect it. We have to grow it. And we do it cleanly, right? I mean, there's so many components to this equation, why American steel has to survive and why it's so important. And, to keep on going as the economy that we are and the great nation that we are, and I'm a Canadian, so I just include Canada alongside that. I call myself a Comerican. But it's vital, right? So it's vital. So someone has to fight for it. And these are great paying jobs. They're highly sophisticated jobs now and becoming even more sophisticated. And we need it for all of our industry to survive, for all of our businesses to survive. We cannot let it die.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit BusinessJournalDaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to AfterHoursYoungstown.com.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
I like a bank that's a pillar in my community.
I like a bank so cutting edge, they have a lab branch.
We are so alike.
Well, we do both bank at Farmers National Bank.
Farmers.
Stand strong.